Want to make your videos look way better but don't know which effects to use? In this video, I'll show you 7 easy tricks to fix that. Let's start with this popular transition using the YouTube logo. First, drop the PNG YouTube logo on the timeline. I will change the aspect ratio to 16:9. Now press Shift plus right arrow 5 times in a row. Then press Ctrl plus B and delete the rest of the logo. Make the YouTube logo smaller a little. Move to the beginning and add a transformation keyframe. Then move exactly to the middle. Press Shift plus right arrow 2 times and then just right arrow 5 times. In the middle, add a transformation keyframe. Continue to the end and add another keyframe. Move the YouTube logo out of the screen to the right, but be careful not to change the Y-axis. Go back to the beginning, and this time move the YouTube logo to the left, and again be careful not to change the Y-axis. Now go to the center and press Shift plus left arrow, add a keyframe. Go back to the center again and press Shift plus right arrow, add a keyframe. Go to the center and enlarge the YouTube logo across the entire screen. Then press the right arrow one last time and enlarge the logo to full screen again. Now all you have to do is add 2 clips. Above the point where they meet, add the YouTube logo exactly in the middle, and you have a perfect transition. I'll show you one secret trick that will save you hours and hours of editing. Click on the transition we created and press Alt plus G to create a compound clip. Then right-click on the compound clip and select Save Preset. And now when you open another or new project, go to My Presets, and at the very bottom you have the YouTube logo transition that you saved. You can do this with absolutely everything you create, and it will literally save you days of editing. Let's move on to the shine icon effect. First, I added background on the timeline. Now I will add the Instagram logo. To make a copy, hold down the Alt key and drag the logo up a line. Go to Adjustment and then click HSL. Now look at the colors that the logo contains. In this case, it is red, orange, blue, and purple. Set the lightness to 100 in each of these colors. Then go to the video section and there to the mask section. Choose mirror, narrow it down a bit, and set the angle around 305. Now drag the mask to the right so that it is not on the logo. Add position keyframe. Move 1 second on the timeline and drag the mask to the other side. If you want the shine effect to be faster, click on the video and drag the second keyframe closer to the beginning of the video. Next, I will show you my favorite text glow effect. First, add text to the timeline. Go to Effects and type Glow in the search engine. Drag Glow 2 above the text. Set Glow to 40 and size to 20. Select Text and Glow Effect and press Alt plus G to create a compound clip. Go in and you can change the font to whatever you want. Alternatively, you can also adjust the color and the glow will always adapt to the color you choose. Get out of the compound clip. Click on Animation and select Unfold. Then click on Out and select Fade. These are good-looking animations that won't ruin anything. Next, I will show you how to make this text writing effect. I will use the same glow text effect, but without the in and out effect. Go to Compound Clip, select Text and Glow Effect and press Ctrl plus C. Go outside the compound clip and press Ctrl plus V. Rewrite the text on the underline and change the color to white. Rotate it so that it is standing. Scroll down to Transform and click on Uniform Scale. I'll add a little thickness and make it a bit longer than the text. Move the line to the beginning of the text. Add a keyframe to transform. Press Shift plus right arrow and move the line behind the text, but be careful not to change the Y-axis. Select the glow effect and text and press Alt plus G to create a compound clip. Click on the compound clip where you have the text and go to the beginning of the timeline. Go to Video, then to Mask, click on Add Mask and select Split. Rotate the mask to -90 degrees and drag it to the level of the white line to make all the text disappear. Add Mask Settings keyframe. Press the right arrow and then drag the mask to the level of the white line. Repeat this until the white line reaches its end. Once done, click on the upper compound clip and press Ctrl plus B to split the clip, then delete the rest. Let's look at the result and move on to the next effect. If you want to support me, you can become a channel member. It costs just as much as a cup of coffee per month. Plus, every month I share how much YouTube pays me with members. Now I'll show you a 3D effect that will make your video look more professional. I added the video to the timeline and enlarged it a bit. Add the Player 3 effect over the video and stretch it. Set texture and glow to 0. Set the speed to 100. Find the point where the initial animation ends and add a detail keyframe after it. First, zoom in the video a little, and then change rotate to 44. Using vertical, I will move the video so that I get it to the point where I want it to be at the beginning. The beginning is ready. Move forward 3 to 4 seconds on the timeline. First change rotate to 63. I'll zoom in a little more. Using vertical and horizontal, I get to the point where I want the animation to end, and select all elements on the screen and set yourself to the first keyframe. Press Alt+G to create a compound clip. Now press Ctrl+B to trim the clip. Delete the small piece at the beginning to remove the initial effect that we didn't want. Go to beginning of the clip and add a transform keyframe. Zoom your clip so that it removes the black gaps. We also set rotate to -1 to create a more dynamic movement. Go to the place where your animation approximately ends. I see that the black background is sticking out again, so I'll zoom in on the image a bit and set rotate to 1. I'll improve the clip quality a bit now. Go to Adjustment, scroll down, and find Sharpen, set it to 35, and just below that, Clarity to 10. Okay, now all we have to do is add a blur effect, but this time it will be a little more complicated. Add a mask again, and this time select the circle and invert the mask function. I'll put it on my channel and set the feather to 16. I'll play with it a little more to make it fit better. Add a mask settings keyframe to the beginning of the clip. Move forward on the timeline and look for the point where you need to change your mask. You always have to click on Add Mask Setting Keyframe and then make adjustments. Repeat this until the end of the clip. Keep moving a little forward and changing the position and dimensions of your mask to fit until you cover the entire clip. Finally, reduce the blur to something between 5 to 10 and you're done. Next, I'll show you how to make a simple money counting effect. First, I added background picture. Click on the text section. Click on a small plus to add text. Write 0 in the black box. Right below it, you can choose a font. I chose Rubik. Click on animation and select the pop-up option. Move to the beginning of the timeline. Press the right arrow 5 times to move forward by 5 frames. Press Ctrl+B and delete the rest of the text. Now choose your number range. I will choose from 0 to 10,000. Press Alt and drag the text to the right to create a copy. Rewrite the 0 to a slightly larger number. Repeat this about 10 times. The more you are in the middle of your number range, the bigger jumps in numbers you can make. And towards the end, shorten the gaps between numbers again. Make the last number a little longer so it doesn't disappear right away. Now select all the numbers and you can change their color to green, for example, or edit them however you want. Sound effects can completely change the way your edits feel. I will show you how to add epic sound effects to make your videos more engaging. You can bring your transitions and on-screen movements to life, or adding an extra touch of flair to your motion graphics. I've prepared 3 transitions for you, and I'll show you how to spice them up by adding sound effects. First, go to Audio, and then go to Sounds Effects. You can dig into trending, or in my case, I want to use an effect that sounds like a swish in the air. You have 4 options. What to type into the search engine to find these sounds: swish, whoosh, fua, and zoom. I use effects from these categories in 80% of my videos. Choose a few, give them a star, and use them over and over again so you don't have to spend hours searching for the perfect effect every time. I'll start by typing swish into the search engine and hit enter. I already have 2 that I have a star on. The first one is a bit short, but the second one is okay. So I'll drag it to the timeline. Find the moment in your transition where the animation starts and set the start of your audio there. Now I'll just turn down the volume a little so it's not distracting. Make sure the sound effect is subtle. It should grab attention, not give your viewer a heart attack. For the second transition, I type zoom into the search engine. I'll look at the first 2 sound effects, and in this case, I like the first one better, so I'll put a star next to it and drag it to the timeline. I'll adjust the sound a little again and move the sound effect to the moment where the transition animation begins. Let's look at the last transition. Based on this transition, I would type glitch into the search engine. I've already marked that I liked this one in the past, so I'll use it right away. Set its position and volume and move on to another type of sound effect. Now that you know exactly how to search for sound effects, I'll give you a few quick tips. If you want to move an avatar or object around the screen, Use the effects from these 4 categories we mentioned. Lastly, I recommend occasionally using a pop-up effect when something appears on your screen. You can also add a typewriting sound or other effects to bring more life to your video. Just don't overdo it, so it doesn't become annoying or make editing take forever. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials. Have a nice day.